beautiful people, I'm back with another $1 Wish slime review. You guys loved the last one, so I thought I would do another one with some new slimes, testing them out for you. But before we get started, I wanted to let you guys know, if you aren't already subscribed to my new slime channel, definitely make sure to go subscribe. I'll link it down below in the description box. If you love slime and slime ASMR and compilation videos, you will love this channel, so make sure to click that subscribe button and let's get started. So for this first slime, it's like a clear fruit putty, and this was definitely on the stiffer side for a putty, and as you can see, it was just kind of like ripping right out of the package. And I also do want to point out that most of these slimes were either free, $1 or $2, but of course you have to add in shipping as well, which is where they get you. So most of the slimes work out to be $2 to $4 depending on the shipping price. So this first slime wasn't too bad. It's definitely a putty material. It's not like a slime whatsoever. It's not super stretchy. You have to stretch it very, very slow, otherwise it'll rip. But I think this one was decent. You have to stretch it really slow, but I think it comes with a lot of cute little fruit Fimo slices. It was decent. It definitely could have been better, but it definitely could have been worse as well. But as you could see, it was like really bad for poking just because it wouldn't stick to the table. So with these putties, you kind of just have to play with them a little bit differently. It's definitely way different than just playing with slime. So anyways, on to this next slime, which is this rainbow slime. And right off the bat, I was impressed that it was bubble wrapped. This was the first slime I got from Wish that was actually bubble wrapped, so props to them. And look how pretty it is. It's literally like a rainbow clay butter slime. And this one I actually liked quite a bit. I mean, the colors itself were really pretty. It was fun to play with. And I mean, if you were to make this yourself, it would definitely take a little bit of time to get all the different colors, and none of them had mixed together. But like I said, it's like a butter slime. It's definitely more clay based. It wasn't like you weren't able to drizzle it. It was definitely spreadable like a butter slime, but it didn't have like a ton of slime. It felt like mostly clay, but it was so pretty. This has probably been one of my favorite slimes that I've gotten from Wish. I think it's just, I love the color combo. It's still really stretchy. I mean, you can't drizzle it, but still, it held its shape really well for like slime swirls, and it was still spreadable. So I think this one was so pretty and definitely worth the price. I loved it. This next slime was also bubble wrapped, so they're definitely stepping up their game with how they package their slimes. But this one was like a clear putty with like really pretty glitters in it. It almost reminded me like a mermaid type of slime. It was the most like a slime texture out of all these slimes. I was actually quite impressed with this. These do come with a small amount, which you can kind of expect for the price, but this one was so pretty. It was so stretchy. It didn't really rip at all. I didn't have to stretch it too carefully. But I think it was just so pretty, and it was the most, like, you could still poke it. It kind of stuck to the table enough where you were able to like make popping noises with it. So I think this one was really nice as well. I was super happy with it, and I think it's just so pretty. I'm obsessed with the color combo. You guys, this next slime, I can't even begin to describe it. This was supposed to be a cloud slime, and look at the texture, just taking it out of the package. It literally felt like rubber, and it wouldn't break. It would stretch so much, and like some of the edge pieces would fall off. It was like a really nasty texture. It had left a residue on my hands, and it was just like slimy and gross. It almost reminded me like like a rubber consistency, like a swim cap. Like I swam in high school, and this is almost the material of a cap. And I even tried stretching on it really hard, and it just wouldn't stretch. This is hands down the worst slime I have ever received from Wish. I was so disappointed that I even wasted $1 or $2 on this. It was just junk. It didn't resemble a slime. It didn't resemble a putty. Like I was yanking on it and it wouldn't even rip. I don't know. This is the strangest, grossest texture ever. The next slime was definitely a lot better. This was a jelly cube slime, and again, it was also packaged really well, like props, and look how pretty it is. It has a ton of faux sprinkles, which shout out to them, because even like famous slime shops, they usually kind of only put a few little sprinkles in it, and this had like legit a lot of sprinkles. It had a few jelly cubes, and at first it was like definitely ripping a lot. It's more of a putty consistency with the jelly cubes. It's not quite like a clear slime, so you still have to be careful when you stretch it, but the cubes, like, you could still squish them, and I don't know, I think this was just really, really pretty. I liked it a lot. Again, you have to stretch it slowly. It's definitely more like a putty. It's not sticky like a slime would be, so it's kind of hard to like make a ton of popping noises with it. But I think it was pretty great. I really liked this one, and I just thought it was very pretty. All right, you guys, I got this next slime and I was so confused. I was like, this looks just like the last one. So the picture here is actually what it was supposed to be, and it ended up turning out just like the last one. Well, I was like, okay. It was a little more purple, but it definitely wasn't two-toned at all. It didn't even look like it really mixed, because it still kind of looks like that pink color. It had almost the exact same texture. So what I decided to do was compare them side by side. The one on the left is the one I just showed you, and the one on the right was the one from before. But I just decided to combine them together, and it actually formed quite a decent slime. It definitely still has like that putty texture, but this was like a decent amount that you could play with. I really enjoyed it. What I would highly recommend is, if you find a slime on Wish that you want and has good reviews, I would try to probably get 2 of them. That way you have enough to actually play with, because just one is kind of small and doesn't really have enough slime to it, but 2 like this I think is like the perfect amount. But as you could see, like when I put it away, it definitely did not fill 2 containers. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought. Please give it a thumbs up if you want to see more Wish slime reviews, and I'll talk to you very soon.